All right. All right, guys, welcome. Um, so gonna quickly go over my week and what stocks are going and just discussing the trend on the small caps market. So let's see. All right. So we're seeing a lot of choppiness. No clear breakthroughs. For example, I think LGVN was one of the first ones to really go first. And these were the kind of starting. It had, ran from $4 to 9, gapped up, came down, came right back up, uh, went back down and right back up. So it's quite insane, and we kind of see these names, just doing wild things. Um, so and a lot of choppiness. We're seeing these runners go up, but then kind of like go sideways for a very long time, and then traders that like overtrade. This is not the market where you want to overtrade. When you overtrade, this is not good. I've had some losses where I've overtraded some names for no reason. They already made the bulk of the move. They already moved 50, 100% in a single, during the day. And I'm trading it when it's up like 100%. So, and it's just going up and down. These little tiny scalps. So it's very hard to play these names, um, and especially with these low floats and trading, a crap ton of volume, especially during this first day, just kind of slowly volume decreases suddenly, little by little. So, also guys, for those that joined, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to put your questions in the chat. So, during the stream, I can read them and go over them if you guys have any questions. So, all right. That being said, now we're on the last month of December. We gotta focus on, we gotta focus on being consistent. And in this market, this market has changed. When Trump was in um in the seat, when he was president, things were I would say more forgiving or easy. Um, now we don't have that. I'm not saying that Trump really was the main factor of the market. Us traders should capitalize in any kind of market. Bear or long. But during that time, people, there are some traders out there just trade based on what Trump tweets. It was crazy. So um, and now we have like these choppiness, COVID, and when COVID stocks was, going, we had a lot of biotech and COVID names going. Anything with COVID news is going. Um, so right now they're seeing a lot of choppiness. Let's see. So let's see. How much did I make this month? I actually don't know. Let's see. So definitely, I'm seeing more red days for the past, I guess, couple months. It's fairly been somewhat consistent, um, but controlling these losses has been kind of going out of control. Even some winners. Um, so I had a 100K account, went back to 50K, and now it's back up, to 100K. So it's just been going up and down. Also with my other accounts, smaller accounts. have been, well, steadily going up now. Made some really good trades on them. We're starting to see some more better opportunities. Especially, I'm starting to also swing trade. So, when my new setup comes, I got my new computer, but my desk hasn't came in yet. So that's when I'm gonna start swing trading more um, on different accounts and do all my stuff there. Let's see. Let's go over some runners. So we're going over LGVN here. This is one example. Let's see. What else? Let me just type. So A bus. This one had gapped up. Gap, pulled back, and came right back up. Trade zero. All right. So yeah, came up, down, consolidated, and squeezed all the way back up, and then just kind of died throughout the entire day. Oh, by the way, guys, I see some new people coming in. If you guys have any questions, feel free to type your questions in chat, and we can go over them during the stream. Um, pets. Pets wasn't actually. Hmm. Don't remember playing this name. If we go back, I don't know. Don't remember playing this. Actually, this was on the 8th, so yeah, this was just zoom back. Trade Zero has actually been, I don't know, for those that use Trade Zero, they've been having some decent updates. So with pets here, I think I traded pets during this day. Hold on, what's this day? It went from $6 to 6 to 7.55. Yeah, it was this day, I think. Yeah. Yeah, this was the day I made big money on pets right here. So I saw pets. So let's just go over this trade real quickly, or what I thought. Um, so I saw pets. It had a nice big move, pulled back, moved back up, pulling back again, and just kind of dancing around here, right? So we see this flag right here. Um, Now people would have got faked out right here, but normally this is no volume, kind of just hanging around, but did push back up here again. So, and it closed, decent. So if you look on this daily right here, and also if you guys see this, let me change this indicator real quick. I think it's on the. Okay, well, that doesn't help. Seems like shorter time frames this will work more better, but um, so right here we see pets two green days, pulls back, and closes green on this day. So this day right here on this, I believe this is the 7th? No, the 6th. So on November 6th, it closed green. And that's a good indication that like, okay, well, now that it closed green, let's say it closed at around 9, it closed at 3, just under 390, right? 390. And it opened at around 341. Okay, 340. Just says put that. Now, if this thing goes down again, support will be around the 340s. So would this let me go all the way back? Okay, let's try 5 minute. No, it's not letting me go back. Okay, that's one problem. Trade zero. All right. So right here, it kind of just consolidates, stays stagnant, or kind of trades between the channel right here. Breaks down. Okay. Notice that how in the past, pets broke down at open, held its lows right here throughout some part of the day, and comes right back up. Same thing here. It opens, kind of pulls back, and comes back up, right? Same thing here. Pulls back at open, consolidates, high lows. So we see this, it pulls back, comes right back up, and then pulls back again and makes this higher low. So right here, I think I added my first ads was it was either here or here. I don't remember, but I knew it was somewhere around here. And maybe if I didn't catch the dip, maybe it's probably up here, maybe in the 370s. Um, so I entered right here, and also if you guys look at the daily, this previous day high was 425. Okay, 425. And notice, remember guys, if to look for support and resistance levels, you want to go back. So for example, it's opening this day, right? It opens, but you want to label like its lows. So remember, the previous day open was at 340. So technically, you can use that as support. And look at what it did after, or when it opened, right? It dipped, and 340, it held. In fact, it held and came right back up. That's when you know there's some strong support. There are buyers around this area. Um, Next resistance will be around $4. Let's see. So it closed at 380. So yeah, around four. Just 390. Let's say 390. Came right back up. It hit 380. Came down. And if people were still bullish, honestly, they would use, if this thing went up, the new support would be this pullback right here. So now that the 340 support has proved itself, right? And this push, now the new support will be this 350. That'll be the new support. So if the buyers were on this, they'll be buying right here. So and they will see the potential. Now, if it did break down support, the new support will be 340. That'll be the last support. Besides the low day right here, where it what close to $3. So, but in this case, people saw this setup and like, oh wow, it's support. So now, where can it go next? Next is 390. So, had a new support. People were buying right here. You necessarily don't have to put orders right here just to, unless you want to, unless you want to buy or low ticket. Usually you want to wait for confirmation, wait for it to like dip and make a support level right here, like give its, you know, make sure you want to first see the stock prove itself. Okay, once you know that's a 340 support, look for confirmation. Make sure the stock proves itself, and in this case, it did prove 340s are is support. Next, right here, it proved itself where it held this support around 350s. Now it's coming back up. Now, yeah, I kind of remember now. Just going back, I'm kind of remembering now. So, you know, this was like, a few weeks ago, but I'm kind of remembering how I played this. So, now that this in the 15 minute, it had a nice green candle right here. Okay, nice lower wicks. Now I'm like, okay, now this has the potential to go over 380s, 4, and higher. Um, I was hoping that it would make, I was anticipating maybe a mini flag right here. So from, like this is what I was imagining, right? This is what I was thinking. See? This is what I was thinking. But in this case, the 15-minute close is really strong. So there is a less likely chance that it'll pull back for a few more or for maybe 10 to 20 more minutes before it really goes. So the 15-minute close is really strong. So there's a higher chance that it'll break out quicker than maybe, for example, let's just say, let's pretend that this green candle had a wick right here, right? It had you know, a nice upper wick about the size of maybe this lower wick right here. Then there's a less likely chance that it'll break out quicker, and it will need about 15 more minutes, 15 to 30 minutes more before it actually breaks out. But in this case, the 15-minute close really strong, and literally, I think I was just waiting for just a tiny pullback, not a really like if I was waiting for this flag, I would have waited for a pullback at around 360s, definitely under 370, within this, within this triangle right here, within this flag or pennant. Um, so right here, 15 minutes. I see you guys. I see Rita said, which do you prefer, 5 or 1 minute? It all depends. Right now I'm talking about the 15-minute. So if you're looking for shorter trades, like really short trades, 1 to 5 minute. If you're looking for bigger picture trades with bigger moves, then longer time frames will work. In this case, the 15-minute I'm using, also 30-minute as well, and even the hour. So right here, let's see. I want to show you guys the 1 hour chart, but you guys would know what I'm saying, right? It closes very strong. It looks like it's about to break over the flag really quickly. So there's no chance buyers want this in. See, let's go to 60 minutes. So I believe at this time this was also when it was breaking out on the 15-minute. So 12:30. Okay, let's go just to make sure. So right here, 12. Okay. So 12:15 was this 15-minute close. Next one will be 12:30. So 12:30. So if you guys look at the 60-minute, and when I'm trading, I'm always going back and forth different time frames. When is the next 1 hour candle going to close? How is it going to look when it closes? Within this 1 hour chart on the 1 hour at 12:30 closed strong this candle. So most likely this thing's going to go higher up to $5 and maybe $6. Um, my target was around 6 and potentially go up to 7 and $8. In this case, well, it went higher up to 9. So let's see, 30-minute. I'm also going back different time frames, just looking. Pro 12:30, closed strong. So there's a higher chance that it will go higher since this 30-minute closed strong. Now, if you guys look here, I mean this 30-minute closed strong too, but it seems like she wasn't quite ready. Um, but during this consolidation, she was supposed to break out. I mean, potentially this day, but it didn't work out. Always could try another day. But the fact that it didn't work out and it still held and coming right back, there's a much higher chance that this time it'll go. So let's go back to the 15-minute. So right here, so broke out, 15-minute candle, next one. So after this 15-minute close, then it was this one, right? And once this candle broke over 380, or 370s, then this thing is open for 390s, 4, and much higher. So I remember getting in this right here around the 370s. When I saw this strong close right here, I was just waiting for a small dip, maybe about 5 cents, and just buy it up um, because of this strong 15-minute close. And the fact that it held its support right here, it held this support and it held 350s. So if my entry was around 370s, my stop would be at around three in the mid 350s. Um, so that would be my stop. So entry 370s. Um, risk my stop is going to be around 360 to the mid 350s, and my reward is um, well, I think I sold some up here in the 680s. Uh, but yeah, that was decent. That was a pretty good trade. So, all right. You guys have any questions? Everyone tired today? Everyone tired tonight? They just got back home. What else? What other runners we should talk about? Um, all right. We had some like KTTA. So this one was another big runner. Well, I would say a gap and run, a gap. So it gapped up. And let's see what happened that day. No, it's not letting me go back that far. I mean, at least trade zero was didn't let me go back at all. I mean, only like maybe a couple days, but I mean they think they definitely did better with their platform, letting me go back in history a bit more. So KTTA, this was a gap and go. If you guys look at this 30-minute right here, I mean this is just I'm just explaining this very just simple candle analysis right here. I mean it has a strong 30-minute push. Okay, close strong, and when it closes strong, usually the stock has to come back down. Okay, you know when things go up, it has to come back down. So it comes back down. Yes, this 30-minute candle did break over this 30-minute a previous 30-minute candle. And you could say, oh, it broke over it, and now it's going to go up to 8. Well, it has to pull back. I mean, look how far it is from this blue line. This is the 9 EMA right here. So it's pretty far, away from it. If it's up here, if it closed up here, it's got some room to come back down. So you gotta wait for it to come back down. Um, so right here, now came back down, and this 30 minute, it pulled back, and there was a lot of buyers up here. There's a lot of interest. So we like this nice lower, large lower wick. This indicates that um, it's bullish. This is a reversal sign right here. Um, in this case, we use each other's like open or close as a support. So around 5, okay, 5 even number, and then over 533, which is this previous candle, opens her up back towards high day, which is that. And then this it closed strong too over here, pulled back, came right back up, and just a lot of choppiness right here. So you wanna play around here when things are more predictable and obvious. You know, if you play up here and yeah, you could have bought this and you could have made some good money up here if you sold. But if you didn't sell, you'll probably break even or have some profits, maybe a loss. So this is not really clear. I mean, there is clear strength here, but there's like no clear pattern besides, I mean, this reversal right here. Um, so you want to start playing. You want to you want to play stocks around here. You know, when things are clear, you see, nice a lower wicks, forming. You know, generally after the first push, or generally after. Okay, so the first push is going to be like this is going to be the first push, right? First push. Then after the first pullback, then usually has a second push, back towards its highs, wherever it pushed to previously. So, but if you're playing up here, this is kind of, I mean, it's very hard to judge. So there's gonna be a lot of choppiness, a lot of drama going on over here. You want to play during this first push, where it's more obvious. Let's see. What else? Do you guys have any tickers? You guys want me to talk about? Uh, Surge. Was this even some of these tickers I don't even know. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this. We had Prague. Okay. Hmm. So it's decent. Prague was a decent name. We saw a lot of nice setups. Kind of rides this um, 9 EMA. If I change this, let's see what changes right here. Okay, just kind of rides this then. Um, hmm. Yeah, it's quite. You know, some of my presets. This is somewhat clear, but from what I use, I don't really like to use the EMAs a bit more, but it comes down to preference. What other big runners? Let's see. Um, all right, HI. So HI. Excuse me. HI right here. Look at the daily chart right here. I mean, there's like it has a history of trading for about a week. So when the stock goes over its all-time high, there's a good chance that it'll go higher. In this case, it did go higher, but it came right back down. So a lot of pressure, selling pressure right here. I don't know, people won't willing to buy up higher. So, but generally, when there's a trend where a stock goes over its all-time highs and it goes way up, like kind of like LGVN. Look. I mean, this goes over $12 all-time high, and look how much. This is the power of these really low history traded stocks. I mean, this stock opened at around what in March of 2021 or 16, and look at this trading history. I mean, it's just kind of been going up and down, not much history. Let's see, just kind of zoom in. So yeah, 1250 was the high right here. Seeing some pops right here, but that's about it. I mean, once it's over 1250, this thing it's bound to go. And when there's high demand with low supply, this LGVN was a perfect example of that. So LGVN had a float. I mean, it was a low float. I'm not sure what the float is, but I think it was around like less than 3 mil at the time. Um, and when you have high demand, when the stock continues to go and is breaking out its all-time highs, this stock will definitely squeeze shorts and fake longs out too. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, this closes really strong. like I said, has to pull back, right? I mean, there's a good chance that it'll go higher, but maybe not at that moment, maybe not the next day. Could be a possibility, but usually when things go up this quick, and there's always room for a pullback. So so this is just the power of these stocks. Um, what else? Mm, okay, S SGAM S SGAM. All right, here's another example right here, guys. So I mean, look at this daily chart. Little history, and boom. I believe this had news. I don't remember. Okay, I guess SPAC deal or something related to that. I don't know exactly. This was like 2 months ago or a month ago. Um, but I mean, when this has high demand, a lot of people are watching it. They're very bullish on it. This stock went from in the mid nines to $15. So that's almost 100%, I guess. 100%. Coming back from nines right here, almost 100% in a single day. Um, let's see. Uh, CRTD. Yeah, some of these trades were in late October. I'm just trying to go back and want to show you guys former runners and how they run. I don't remember this one. I don't remember this one. Let's go to PHUN. Alright, I think, yeah, PHUN was sympathy from DWAC. This was the day. Yeah, this is one DWAC ran. So PHUN or fun, I call it, is sympathy to DWAC. It was a sympathy play. So whenever DWC, if she goes back to $100, fun, watch fun. This thing is gonna go back towards 5, 8, maybe $8, maybe even 10 if DWC starts to reverse, you know, um, right back up. So and that's one of my strategies. Also, I play sympathy plays. When we had DWC running, it was all from Trump news, whatever. And PHUN also had some related news as well. The first day it went from $1 to $2. Okay, 100%. And this is towards close. I remember this. It was towards the close. So it just went straight up. And man, I did not think this thing was gonna go to $25. Like holy crap. Um, I don't know what this is about. I don't think Fun went to $500 just for first splits. But I did not think this was gonna go that high. Just insane. Um, hey PJ, welcome. If you have any questions, please feel free to type in the chat and I'll be glad to answer them. Uh, so I mean that's just kind of what's been going on. I would say brief summary of what's going on. We don't have like a clear like theme right now. It's just been kind of like stocks, just whatever has, some sort of news goes up. I mean, there's some names that look like a good setup, but just doesn't really do anything. I mean, ICE, let's see, let's look at ISPC. I think this one ran ISPC. So, alright, here's another one. Another example right here. So, it's similar to LGVN. Closes red this day, comes right back up. It opens. Closes weak, gaps low, and comes right back up. Right? ISPC, I think I remember this day, it kind of went back down, and it comes right back up. I mean, this is the volatility, we're having right now. It's just very unclear, very, very just crazy price action. I mean, it's just been crazy. For example, like KTTA, this one comes back down, some sort of decent run back up, but nothing like it's gonna come, and nothing like, oh, it opened at 8 and it went to $9, $10. I mean, KTTA could have been a nice, candidate to come right back up, but we're just seeing some stocks going right back up, come back down, come right back up, and some stocks going back down, and it continues to go right back down. We're seeing a lot of uncertainty. Not no clear price action, no clear theme. It's just kind of been going up and down, back and forth, back and forth. Let's see. You make forex analysis. Sorry, Dan, I don't trade forex. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll trade forex, or maybe I'll try. Um, but right now I'm just sticking to what I'm good at. Can you check USD? Try USD. I mean, I don't know. I don't even have a I don't have it's USD. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Dan. I don't know. I mean, my platform does that. USD. What is this? Is this what you're talking about? USD. This is not the US dollar you're talking about, right? This is some semiconductors thing. I don't have any platform that shows this. If I had TD Ameritrade, I can pull it up, but Trade Zero doesn't have any currency trading. See, IMGN has been a good mover for past few days. Yeah, IMGN here. If you look over here on 30 minute, it kind of had this pattern right here is forming. So right here. So it had this nice pennant right here, or upper wedge, or you could call this an ascending triangle. I mean, there's different ways you can call it. So, once it made this, pull back, I just made the next point, so next line, and then it goes towards this. So this would be the buy point right here, and then go up, and well, it broke down. So it broke down, but comes right back up, right? Um, and then just kind of goes sideways, and people start to lose interest and become less optimistic. Like, oh, I mean, it was supposed to break out here. Why is it still hanging around here? So people just gave up. You know, and it started to sell off this day. Now who knows? This thing could come right back up because I mean it has done that in the past, and we've seen some stocks kind of go up. I mean go down and come right back up. You know. Um, but right now we just gotta wait. Wait for this thing to pull back towards this EMA right here, and kind of judge things where to go. If you're playing up here, just gambling, like kind of saying, okay, well, since we've seen some stocks coming right back down and come right back up, I'll just buy when it comes right back down and just kind of, gamble and say, hey, I think it's gonna come right back up. You want to start playing patterns or waiting for things to kind of cool down, pull back, and then enter on a better entry instead of just going in blindly. Um, but it's just very uncertain. Let's see, uh, where can I see the current price of the orders after market? Are you still talking about forex or stock trading? Where can I see the current price? Aftermarket movement. Sorry, Dan. See in general. Where can I see current price of orders? Aftermarket. I mean, this is aftermarket, right? I mean, the after hours, the markets are closed right now, so this is just, you know, the markets will open back. For the U.S. stock market to open back is Monday. So, for Forex, I believe it's open all the time. I believe, but with the U.S. stock market, the hours are different. So the U.S. stock market's open from Monday to Friday, um, from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. There is pre-market. Pre-market opens from 4 to 9:30. And then we have the actual open at 9:30 and closes at 4 p.m. And then after hours is 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So generally, if you just look at it the whole, if you look at it as a whole, it's from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. So, but the main hours are from 9:30. The most of the volume that's been trading is the main hours are 9:30 to 4 p.m. Let's see. The market has been rough lately. Thank you. I usually trade 5 minute flags and runners. Yeah, 5 minutes are good. I generally, on shorter time frames, if I see a 5 minute flag, I'll play it. I'll take a stab at it. You know. Now, if the stock is up 500% or well, 100 or 500% is still extended to me. If it's very extended and I see a 5 minute flag, I'll play smaller. So I'll still play it, but I'll play smaller. Um, because when it gets up there, when it gets really extended, you have to play smaller. You can't go big. I mean, you could go big, but you're gonna be risking big, right? You're gonna lose big or you're gonna win big. If you're willing to lose big, you can go big. You can bet big. But I like to control my risk that way. All right, guys. Yeah, I'll give it about 5 more minutes to answer some questions. Um, so I generally want to make this an hour stream, but it looks like ending it short by 10 minutes. Let's see. You're all in USD and forget yesterday. You know, Forex. and stocks, I guess they trade somewhat in a similar way. Um, but not, I would say chart wise, I would say they trade somewhat similar. Um, Now Forex, the main difference between Forex and trading these small cap stocks is volume. Forex has tons of volume. I mean, even during low volume hours, since Forex is being traded throughout, I mean, the entire day and every single day, it depends on different time zones. Like when people start to wake up in the United States, there are a lot of volume coming in. But then when people are sleeping, no, there's no volume, but there's always a lot of volume going on in and out. With penny stocks, it's different. There's some instances where it has no volume at all, it's not doing anything. But when there is volume, you know, there's opportunity. So let's see. Richie, you swing at all? Sometimes. I wanted to start swinging seriously. But you know, I'm waiting for my new setup, and with my current setup is mostly for intraday trading. Um, I also do have other accounts I trade on, but that's not really, that serious. Um, but when my new setup comes in, I will definitely be swinging more. I probably will start a swing account with uh I don't know. I think honestly I don't know. Maybe I'll start a small account, maybe $1,000, or maybe 50,000. 50,000 I think is good enough. Um, and I just start swinging. Just swing and swing. Add a lot of positions. Whatever I feel. So I'm going to try doing that. See, Turkey's in big problems. Yeah, I don't know what's happening in Turkey. Um, yes, so I will be going for four monitor setup. Yep. Uh, I will have more. I will have two landscape and then two vertical. Right now I have all vertical monitors. They're all vertical, which isn't really convenient for streaming. It's good for trading, but not for streaming. You only see a part of this. I wish I could show you more charts, but right now it's just sticking to this. So it's not the best of the best. But once I do have that new setup, I'll be able to stream. You guys can see everything. And yeah. See Roku, SPCE, RKLV, check out dailies. Alright, let's go to Roku. Alright, so this daily, I mean, I don't really see anything here. Um, it looks quite weak. I mean, it's just been trending down ever since. When it gets towards 200, maybe a bounce reversal. As of right now, for long position, I don't see anything. I don't see any setup right here. Let's see what else. SPCE. Pretty sure that's on a downtrend too. Yeah, this one's on a downtrend. I mean, there's nothing here. RKLB. This one also kind of going down. I mean, I don't see any setup. Nothing at all, honestly. For bearish. Hmm. I was gonna invest in SPCE because I mean look at this. I was thinking about buying this dip right here, but I was like, space market, okay, people go into space, decent, and this thing just started to take off. I'm like, oh man, and this thing really started to go off. I was doing some research during this time about this company because I'm not gonna buy stock if I don't know anything about it. I mean, I know it's related to space, but I had to do some research at least before I invest in it. And when I did some research, they still use combustion engines. Nothing really, breathtaking. I mean, going to space is cool. I think it's more of a cool thing, not really, something that we could use right now. I don't think there's much demand for space flight. So I'm like, yeah, I don't. I'm gonna skip on this. I'm gonna pass. I was thinking about buying up here. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna pass. I don't like the idea. You know. Do I use it? No. Maybe for billionaires. But I'm not using it. So, and well, this thing tanked. I was thinking about buying down here too. I'm like, wait a minute. This thing like went all the way back down and came right back up. So I'm like, okay, let me buy this when it's going back down and hopefully go right back up. But now I'm like, no, this thing, I'm just not gonna invest in it because I just don't have. I mean, I don't. I have no use for it. I'm basically just investing in it just to kind of, you know, just for the sake of, oh, space is great, but I don't use it myself, so I'm not gonna invest in it. And if I want to invest in something, it has to be something that I use, right? Most people use. I use an iPhone. I invest in Apple, right? I've had like few iPhones in the past. People still use them. I think it's a great phone, great company with a lot of cash flow coming in. So I invest in Apple. There's always demand for that. This SPCE doesn't. I don't think it has any cash flow. You know, it's losing money actually. I think. Um, but yeah, I invest in things that I use day to day. Let's see. Of course, Dan, you said how I can open a position in closed market. Well, it depends on the broker, so it depends on many ways. For me, I had to change the time in force right here. There's day, good to canceled. I don't know what that is. I also don't know what this is, but you just gotta ask your broker. Ask your broker or whoever you're using the platform on. Say, hey, how do I open the position in the closed market? See, of course, best companies to dip are always FANGs when they crash. Whatever largest market cap corporation that will survive any crisis. Yeah, I knew it was hype. Yeah, I was like, oh man, this and everyone's buying SPCE, all space. He's about to have his first flight. It went amazing. Honestly, the flight went perfect. It was splendid. It was an amazing accomplishment from the company. But on paper wise, number wise, it's not there yet. I'm pretty sure they're burning through a lot of money. Just doing this. So it was on hype with Elon Musk during those days. Trades normally you don't want to touch beat up stocks for day trading. Yo, Richie, what's your bread and butter setup in this slower market? So, to answer your first question, my bread and butter setup, um, that's kind of hard to say in this market. I'm just I just been focusing on stocks that have clear patterns. Um, I've been trying to follow the trend. I've been trying. We see stocks like LGVN, but this thing just keeps going up and back, all the way back down, come right back up. Like it's very confusing. Like when it comes right back down, oh crap, it looks so weak now. I think it's gonna come right back down. It's gonna crash. It's gonna go 12, 4, $5. But it comes right back up. So it's very hard to predict these sympathies. I don't think there's really any really true sympathies. I mean maybe BFRI. I mean this thing came back down and it come right back up, but then it just continues to go back down. So there's no really clear pattern. So right now I'm just kind of been playing where the volume is at, and just kind of looking for very predictable plays, like when stocks gonna come right back down, they should bounce. They should bounce. So um, hold on, guys. Hello. Sorry. I'm teaching people right now. Almost done. I'm teaching people right now. I'm almost done. Okay. Okay. Bye bye. All right, guys. Sorry. I'm back. Um. So I'm just focusing on stocks that have large volume that are not overextended. If a stock has a large volume but it's overextended, it's gapping up like 100% or near 100%. I try not to play those stocks. Now if it's high volume but it's not really extended, maybe it's up only like 20%, then I potentially play it because it's more upside. Um, and just looking for predictable plays, bounces. Um, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean there's not much I can play right now. My sympathy strategies are not really working. The setups are not here. They're not present. So I'm just kind of sitting on my hands, just kind of trading small, and little by little, trading obvious patterns like wedges, pennant patterns, simple patterns like that. Um, so you've been focusing on morning dips, looking for tweezer bottoms, with volume and scalping support and resistance, but not seeing anything else. Yeah, you kind of said it, man. I mean, we're not really seeing consistent patterns, setups coming up. We're not seeing, strong themes. We're not seeing any of that. You might see one thing pop up, but nothing after that. So you kind of said that. Let's see. There's Dash Trader. Hey, Louie. Check out PPSI setting up again. Let's see. All right, PPSI is pretty decent. It's kind of, so let's change this. So yeah, it's coming back up. I mean, I would say give it a little more time. I would give it a little bit more time, because it's doing this funky action where it comes back down, comes right back up, pulls back, and should looks like it. I think it'll consolidate and then come back up right here, maybe around here. So yeah, that's what I'm predicting. Maybe within maybe give it 5 days, I think, and we should see something. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, my account, I blew half my account too. You know, um, this past a month. Oh, I mean, this month I didn't blow. I made it all back, but I'm just, there's some weeks and some months that I blew it up. I didn't blow up my entire account, but it has some good blows. Like a third of my account gone. You know, in a single, in a few trades because all these biotechs it's been so choppy. You know, the I would say them. Okay, so here's a theme I have. This is a theme I'm seeing right now. We're seeing a lot of biotechs gapping up on huge strength and just going back and forth, like LGVN. Just choppiness galore. That's the theme. That's the theme right now. Um, and I don't want to be playing heavy in those themes. I'm just kind of just sitting on the sidelines, happy with my small account, and that's good. I'm not gonna go aggressive during this choppy theme. Um, so yeah, there's no strong theme, but there's definitely a theme of biotechs just wicked price action. That's the theme I have or I know right now. Yep. I've been just kind of focusing on just small plays. I'm not going big. I'm not going aggressive during this choppy theme. So yeah, you had a big month ever. Hey, that's a good thing. If you had a big month, that is great. And for me, I've been struggling. For day traders, it's been kind of iffy. Um, I mean, I've kind of my account came back from, you know, my account was 100K at one point, and then now before it was, I would say a couple weeks ago it was around 50,000, maybe a little bit less than that. And then, within a few weeks, I just kind of been grinding right back up. I'm just kind of focusing on little things, and some swings here and there. Well, I don't think I really swing that much. When I swing something, I don't really remember it, but um, it's been tough. It's been tough for us day traders. All right, guys. Well, it's 7:02, so it's been an hour. For those that have stayed and watched, thank you guys. Um, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week on Monday. Okay? Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend.